The ATSB's final report into the collision between two freight trains at Oonoomurra in northwestern Queensland highlights that a rail traffic crew stopped at a directional travel station to cross another train must ensure their train is in clear and complete by all means available to them before releasing the block section behind their train. In the early hours of the morning on the 17th of August 2022, two freight trains were planned to cross at Oonoomurra Station on the Queensland Rail Mount Isa rail line, a single bi-directional line with designated stations to allow trains to cross or pass. The Network Control Officer had authorised the driver of Freight Train 9227, operated by Qube, to depart Cloncurry, travel east and stop at Oonoomurra. After stopping, the driver notified the Network Control Officer that the train had cleared the block section between Cloncurry and Oonoomurra and then released ownership of the block back to the network controller. The Network Control Officer then contacted the driver of Freight Train 9M48, operated by Horizon, to extend their authority. This authority permitted its driver to continue to travel west through Oonoomurra Station and toward Cloncurry. The Horizon train entered Oonoomurra and continued through the station at a speed of about 23 kilometres an hour. As the train rounded a sweeping left curve at the western end, the driver saw several wagons from the rear of the Qube train were obstructing the track ahead. The driver made an emergency brake application but was unable to avoid a collision with the wagons. During the collision, the lead locomotive of the Horizon train derailed, uncoupled from the trailing locomotive and rolled on its side. Several wagons of the Qube train were also damaged and zinc concentrate was spilled onto the track. After the locomotive came to rest on its side, the driver, who had a minor injury, was in darkness and unable to readily locate safety equipment or make an emergency call to network control using the train radio. The driver instead used their personal mobile to notify network control of the collision. The driver also had difficulty reaching the emergency exit of the cab and needed assistance from two bystanders who were stopped at the nearby level crossing, saw the collision and went to help. The designated emergency pathway through a side window and the emergency equipment available in the enclosed cab of the Horizon 2800 class locomotive were inadequate to ensure a prompt escape by the crew and potentially limited access by emergency services in the event of a locomotive overturning. This increased the risk of injury to the crew from known evacuation hazards. The ATSB's investigation found the stopping point of the Qube train was about 317 metres from the limit of authority at the eastern end of Oonoomurra Station. Qube's competency procedures had not ensured the driver was familiar with the operation of the different type of onboard electronic measurement devices fitted to the locomotives. The driver, unsure of its operation, did not use it to check the locomotive had travelled a sufficient distance when stopped within the station for all of the wagons of the train to have cleared the block section between Cloncurry and Oonoomurra Station. As a result, the block section was obstructed by several wagons from the rear of the Qube train. However, the driver had determined the train was within limits of the Oonoomurra Station and erroneously passed ownership of the block section between Cloncurry and Oonoomurra to the Network Control Officer. There was limited functionality available for the Network Control Officer to independently verify the physical availability of a block section before issuing an authority, in this case, the extension of authority to the driver of the Horizon train. The driver, in receipt of an extension, proceeded with the expectation the Qube train had cleared the block section. The track alignment with a left curve meant the driver did not see the wagons at a distance sufficient to enable them to stop and avoid a collision. This accident was not the first to occur at this location. A similar accident occurred on the 27th of February 2018 at the western end of Oonoomurra Station. An eastbound train was stopped and the driver notified the Network Control Officer the train had cleared the block section. The driver of a westbound train then received an extension to their authority and were travelling at a similar speed as they rounded the curve and sighted wagons from the other train were blocking the track ahead. With insufficient distance to stop, the locomotive collided with the wagons. In the direction traffic control system of safe working, it is incumbent on the crew of the first train to arrive for a cross at a directional travel station to validate their train was complete and in clear before releasing the block section to the rear of their train. Additionally, the crew of the second train to arrive, who are in receipt of authority to continue, must not expect the block section ahead is physically available for the passage of their train. An extension of an authority placed increased reliance on the ability of the crew on the second train to detect a track obstruction at a distance sufficient to avoid a collision. This may not always be achievable, particularly at locations such as the western end of Oonoomurra Station. This accident also highlights the importance of equipping locomotive rolling stock with systems to mitigate evacuation hazards that crew may encounter following the derailment and the rollover of a locomotive, in particular when operating a train as driver only, and in remote locations where assistance may not always be readily available. You can read the final report on the ATSB's website by searching RO-2022-010 from the link in the description below or via the link in our bio.